Oh my God. Most obnoxious product of this event. Right, here we are out here at the Indy 5K. It's starting here in like 8 minutes, so it's like a nice big hill. Is that the end or the start?
Pretty sure it's the start.
All right, yeah. So we're going up that big hill, so that's pretty sweet. The hills I was looking for in Texas, we found them. It was only a 30-minute drive. Guess we're gonna head down somewhere onto the track now.
Yeah, I haven't done a lot of instructions on how this is going down.
I didn't catch the virtual race brief.
Correct.
Yeah. Or the race website or anything.
The entire racetrack for auto racing is 3.4 miles. So it's kind of them to cut off the hill as part of the point.
Oh, but we still have to do it though.
I'm still gonna get that.
Right, we're out here at this racetrack. Beautiful morning. Great way to start the day off. That's all right. I'll go to
Hold on, I'm gonna put one in. I put one in my bag. There you go.
Yes! Pickle juice!
Power.
From Sweeney himself.
Take over, but they're we got
Yep.
yeah, once you think it's done, it's not.
Nah.
All right, that's a wrap here from Circuit of the Americas. PRs all around.
It wasn't a PR. It might be an adult, like post-college PR.
Oh yeah.
So I'll take that.
All right, so we are gonna load the buses, head back into Austin proper. And I've got my first talk of the day session at 10 o'clock. And then we've got our podcast session at 3:15. Other than that, we're just hanging out at the expo. That's all we got. It was a good morning so far. I'm glad we got up for it.
Yay!
Okay, we're here at the Training Camp Theater, and I'm about to do a panel with Adam Chase and Doug Meyer. We're essentially talking about the growth of the industry in certain ways in terms of media, running stores, events, and how the mix of these more larger corporations getting into things versus the grassroots start. So we're gonna be just chit-chatting about that a little bit. Talk about it. Is it gonna be good for the sport of trail running and running in general, or not? Stay tuned.
Great, so the topic today is a title I thought of during a trail run of all things, but grassroots or carbon fiber. And lately, as I'm sure everyone here has been aware of, we've seen a lot of, for lack of a better word, corporatization, McDonaldization, Starbuckization, whatever you want to call it, but in the running space in general, but specifically in the trail running space. And I kind of picked three areas to focus on. And we definitely would like audience participation, so if you have anything to say, just raise your hand and we'll be happy to entertain.
But I think what you're going to see is the niche media, the media that really matters to trail and ultra runners, is going to become, is going to be delivered to you in different fashions. It's going to be delivered through Jamil and the work that he's doing. Ultra Signup's about to begin a media endeavor, so we can bring media from the inside sort of out to the community. And I think that's what you're going to see. You're going to see more highly niche media coming back into vogue by new media producers, and then you're going to see this generalized outside, outdoor, somewhat generic media that's going to talk in a similar tone and a similar voice across skiing and surfing and climbing and trail running, but you're not going to get the deep personal stories that you're going to find in that niche media offering. That those small races are not, they're never going to be profitable for Ironman or UTMB, so there's never going to be this consolidation of small races because they just can't make the math work on scale. I think they're going to come to the U.S. because they need to be in the U.S. to be part of a global series, but I don't think that their focus is going to be on acquiring every local race. That's not Ironman's focus in the triathlon space. That's never been their focus in the triathlon space, and it's not going to be their focus here. What I hope is that Ironman and UTMB recognize that there needs to be fragmentation underneath them. There needs to be this grassroots nature of trail running all around the world, and I hope that they see that and support the grassroots nature of trail running, because no one's going to start with UTMB as their first race. They're going to start, there's a process, there's a life cycle that you have to go through to get ready to race these UTMB global events. And if the network of small races is not underneath them and is not supported, then they're not going to be able to be successful.
The local communities are so important, and having those local races to connect with everyone, like we can't lose that, and I don't think we will. But I also, I love UTMB. I love going to a race where like everyone feels like they're part of something huge and part of this really big deal. But I also value the local small races. So I think both can exist and both can help to grow the sport, and I think both have their place.
My proposal for American Trail Running Association, and one that we're pushing to do in this coming year, is to have a trail run fest, a trail fest, where people just go and celebrate trail running without the race part. What do you two think of that?
If you've never been to UTMB, one of the coolest things about it is just that sort of festival feel to it, just the environment of being there for several days and having the opportunity to go out and explore the trails and then come back and visit with people and interact with brands and see that there's something really unique and special about that experience.
I got involved in the Hard Rock 100 way back in 2007, not as a participant, but just going there to experience it. And that is kind of a miniature version of a trail fest. Of everyone's out there, whether you're racing or not, you're all out there. You're doing things associated with the event, whether that's marking the course or doing trail work or just going on a run with people, and just that mix of community. I mean, there's such a core community around a race like that, and I think I love events like that. Broken Arrow is another one that's kind of like that, where multiple days of races and things going on, but I kind of love that idea.
Or Javelina.
Yeah, well, I want to.
Totally.
It keeps coming back to the trail running community is unique and the trail running community is different, but it really is. If you look at the statistics, trail running as compared to road running, most trail runners are still going to specialty retail shops. They're local specialty retail shops to buy their gear, which is a complete anomaly to the rest of the running world.
Trail Running Illustrated, authored by Doug Mayer and Brian Metzler. Autographed copy we're giving away after the presentation here at the TRE.
Awesome. Yeah, this book looks really cool. It's like kind of like a how-to illustrated, how to run. It gives you like a lot of basic tips. Definitely gonna be picking this up, so check it out. But I'm gonna draw for this right now. All right, let's do it. And your winner is Melinda Winter. Come on down. All right.
Congratulations, Linda. We'll be in touch.
Back at the convention hall, basically did more preparation for a podcast in the last 2 hours at lunch than we've done the entire time we've been doing the podcast. I think we're ready. We will definitely forget some stuff. We'll mess some things up. And we'll have a great time doing it. Hopefully people are here and we get some crowd energy. Otherwise, going to be like it normally is, except without a live chat. It's going to be awkward as hell. So we'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm not worried. You're a good person.
All right, we're going live in 10 minutes for the live Mountain Outpost pod here at the running event. We're closing things down.
So I'm gonna leave your mic on, but it's muted. So when y'all are ready to start, just give me a look and give me a thumbs up or something, and then keep going.
Easy enough.
All right, we just wrapped up the live podcast here. There was like 8 people in the audience throughout. And here's the scene. They are already full on breakdown mode right here. That's a wrap.
It was exhausting. It was like we went
There's
from...
so much information that you've got, and I'm like, I don't even know what to say. This is just a lot.
Yeah, because a lot is happening. Yeah, for it being the off season in most of the sport, a lot is going down this weekend. So I'm excited because I will need to recover from this entire experience, and watching a lot of running is going to be how I do it. So with that being said, we got to rally because we got happy hours, we got expo parties. Sure, we should probably also get dinner in there somewhere. So it's gonna be a long one, buddy. Get excited.
That's it. Well, it's kind of a wrap on the expo part of the running event for this year. Thank you guys for coming along for that. I need to get some sleep after this one.
Nope.
Wrap on the running event. Good times, good people. May everybody have safe travels home. I think Jamil's running some Aravaipa stuff this weekend. Who knows? Who cares? Hit the like and subscribe button below. It'll be great.
Night.